Today, we will be exploring how to assign students to an assessment and how to start a session for an assessment. There are two ways a teacher can start an assessment, while there's only one way for an admin. A teacher can start it from using two different views, and today we will be explaining the second option. We will start at the opening page of Edugence. Here, I will be able to see all my classes as a teacher. For example, I will be choosing my 8th grade math class. Clicking on this class will show all the students in the class, but to assign my students to take a test, I must click on the first icon labeled Assign Students for Online Assessment. When choosing this, a pop-up should appear. I will select Get More to input more filters, then I will put Grade 8 for the grade, Mathematics for the course, and the assessment I want to start. Then click Go. This should open up a page solely for the tests I'm focusing on. Next, I must choose my campus and then my course. Choosing the campus will populate the course dropdowns, and then choosing the course will populate the classes. Following this, I will choose the class that I want to start the test by checking the box to the right of the class under Add Classes. Once I've chosen the class I want, they should appear under Assigned Classes, and will say to complete the assignment, click Save. Then click Save. New icons will appear. The first orange check mark is for a teacher who enters a student's responses if the student is unable to enter the responses themselves. The green play button is how you start a session. The third icon is to export the list of students to a PDF, and the fourth is to export the list of students to a spreadsheet. The blue icon is to view students who are in the class that have been assigned to this test. The next is to view the students in the class who have not been assigned to take the test. This might be due to the fact that the student was not in the class at the time of assignment to the test. The next icon is to switch assignments, and we'll discuss that at a later date. This last icon is to delete an assignment. If the students have already taken the test and there are already results, deleting the assignment will delete the results for the test. Be very careful on doing this. I can also scroll down, and all the students I just assigned to take the test will show up at the bottom. At this point, the students can see the assessments in their portal under Upcoming Assessments, but they can't start it yet. This table shows each student's campus, grade, student ID, name, locked browser or bubble sheet, and their test version. If you've already assigned these students accommodations in Test Hound, the accommodations will automatically show up here. However, if you want to try an accommodation for a student just for this test, click on the pencil and manually add the accommodation you want to enable for this student and this test. I can also change whether they're using a lockdown browser or bubble sheet here. For the students to be able to start the test, I must click Start Sessions. A pop-up will appear showing the session key with an online proctor and stop session button. The online proctor allows you to see the status of each student in regard to the test. The stop sessions allows you to end the test. Once you stop the test, your students can no longer log in and start the test. If you accidentally close this pop-up, don't worry. This orange eye icon will bring you to the online proctor page, and this third red icon will stop this session. Remember, students for this class will be able to start the test, but students for this class can't start it yet. Once students have finished an assessment session and you've stopped the test, remember, do not click the red X labeled Unassigned Class. This will delete all results from the test that the students have already taken. For the other option to get to this page, we will head back to the opening page on Edugence and click Assessments under Apps in the top right. Here you can search for the test you want. The first column displays the identifying number of the assessment and when and who created or updated it. The second column shows the type of assessment, and the third presents the language that it is in. To the right of those three columns, the user will see a row of icons. This is the blue edit key, where the user can edit anything in the answer key. If your assessment has technology-enhanced items, this icon won't appear on the list. The next one is the blue Edit Assessment, which will take you directly to the assessment to make changes. The third icon is labeled Clone, where you can make a copy of the assessment. The fourth blue icon is for scaling scores, which allows the user to adjust for scale scores. The fifth blue icon is for scheduling that assessment, where you can set up start and end dates as well as reminders for scanning deadlines. The next green icon, labeled Scheduling Students to Take a Test based on online bubble sheets, gives access and previews to online bubble sheets. The next green icon is the Assign Students button, which allows you to designate students who will take the assessment. If the icon is blue, it means that there are no students assigned to this test, and if your icon is green, it means that there is at least one student assigned to this test. Clicking this will bring you to the page we were previously on. To the right of that is the orange Manual Score Entry / Update button, and the ninth icon is the blue Preview button, where you can view the assessment in the same way your students will see it. The 10th button is the orange print icon, where you can print a hard copy of the assessment. Next is the blue Test Analysis icon, and lastly is the Answer Key icon, where you can export a copy of the answer key to Excel. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on assigning students and starting a session for an assessment. Thanks and happy teaching.